Peace fam, peace fam, peace fam. Thank you guys for joining. We have a special video today. It's still going to be a little more on the basic side for beginners, but that's what we got to start off with, right? And so we're talking about, oh wait, before we even go into that, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being a part of the community, the Royal Tribe. You already know what it is. We out here. And we're really doing it because we're looking to be the best versions of ourselves at all the possible turns, and we're looking to heal ourselves. Self-love is important. With that being said, we're talking about Luna. What is Luna? Luna is the moon. The moon, when it comes to health, the moon has so many, it's so much to the moon, man. It really is. But I'm gonna break it down into like smaller chunks. The moon represents the breast. The moon represents the emotions. It represents the mother. The moon represents, let's phrase it this way: the moon, as a force, has an impact on the bodily fluids of the body, right? The bodily fluids of the body, the fluids inside the body, right? And the signs that, or the sign that the moon is currently in, right? The transiting moon, right? So there's a difference between your natal placement and the transiting placement, right? Your natal chart is a screenshot of where all the planets were when you were born. The transiting planets are the planets as they are in real time, right? And so the moon right now, as I record this video, is in Capricorn, right? And so when the moon is inside of a sign, the moon is going to affect the bodily fluids of that sign. It's going to affect the sign in that way. So for example, the moon is in Capricorn. It's going to affect the bones. It's going to affect the knees. It's going to affect the fluids that run through those parts of your body. If it was in Gemini, it would affect the lungs. It would affect the fluids going in and out of the lung area, right? Which can affect the ability for that bodily region to acquire nutrients, depending on how the moon is placed currently in the solar system and what's conjuncting it. Like if the moon is conjuncting Mars and it's in Aries, let's say that if the moon is conjuncting Mars and they're both in Aries, the body, there could be a lot more headaches going around. You following what I'm saying? That's how the moon works. Now, this is a really basic video. I don't have a whole bunch because I want to keep it basic for the first couple of videos. With that being said, let me check my notes to make sure that there's nothing else that I want to say. Anything else that I want to say when it comes to the moon? One thing that I did want to say when it comes to the moon is if you are getting some type of surgery or some type of yes, surgery. So say the moon is in Leo right now. You do not want to get heart surgery during that time because the bodily fluids are more active in the zodiacal chart for Leo, which is the heart, the back, and the spine. You don't want to get surgery on those areas while the moon, the transiting moon, is in those placements. It's in those signs. You don't want to do that because you're going to be more prone to bleeding in that area, right? And this is why astrology is so important, because if you're going to a doctor who doesn't know that, you could be getting heart surgery when the moon is in Leo. The chance of you dying in that situation is higher than if you did it when the moon was in a different sign. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to You definitely want to do that. Yeah, and that is the basics that I want to talk about for the moon. I'm gonna also talk about traditional rules for the moon, but I'm gonna go over that in a different video. With that being said, thank you guys again for joining. Make sure to comment down below if you have a question, comment, or concern, or if you want to hear more information about certain aspects of the moon, or of anything, let me know so that I can make a video about that. I can only make videos off of what I know and what I read and what I experience. But if you have a question and I just haven't answered that specific question, please ask it, because I've probably gone through that, or I probably read it, or I probably experienced it already. So it's like I don't. Sometimes I'll put out videos and I'll talk about certain subjects, but I won't say every single thing about the subject. Not because I'm not trying to, but because it just slips my mind. So if you have a question, please ask. With that being said, that's the end of the video. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Peace. See you in the next one.